Hey everyone, all those marshmallow peeps out there. I'm about to take a sip from energy drink. Hold on a second. Mm, chemicals. This is going to be the best intro ever, by the way. So with that said, uh, let's hear what Microsoft Anna thinks about interdimensional dogs.
Sometimes how you say things can matter a lot, like if someone walks up to you and says, "Yo dog." It makes total sense, but if your dog ever comes up to you and says, "Yo, shit just went down." Shit be even worse if you never owned a dog before. Now a dog merely exists for this specific situation. People will come over and act surprised. "Hey, I didn't know you had a dog, man," and he'll be like, "I think only have one right now," and he would be like, "Does it have a name?" and he'll be like, "I don't know. I didn't think about that yet. If it does have a name, it might end up being on some quantum level." Schrodinger's dog. This can only be described as mental carnage. Having a talking, potentially sentient Schrodinger's dog is far more than I can handle right now. If a dog did pop into existence, it would probably make a loud popping sound. Depending on the size and weight of the dog, it could potentially cause damage to the surroundings. An instantly appearing dog would potentially be devastating to the structural integrity of the house. Even a small poodle would likely be as potent as a quarter stick of dynamite. I wonder if there would even be anything left of the dog after appearing. All I can say is that when a dog just happens, nothing can ever be the same again.
You heard it here first, folks. When a dog just happens, nothing can ever be the same again. So Microsoft Anna, by chance, do you think you can fill me in on your opinions of the current culture war and AdSense battles going on between advertisers and content creators on YouTube?
Pineapple apple pen doopy 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 da bop. Pineapple pen doopy doopy da bop. The true vanguard of the proletarian came in the form of this beast. Yet so untamed that they now wish to silence it, they set loose the pineapple apple pens of war and tore apart the very flesh of the establishment. Doopy doopy da bop doopy da bop. The oligarchs are now losing their grips, and it came from the same flames that forged pineapple apple pen. Politics makes strange bedfellows indeed. Google is the name of the beast, now named Alphabet.
Alright. Well, I guess that's a pretty interesting way to think about it. So, Microsoft Anna, what do you think of Santa Claus?
Alright, assumption time. I'm going to assume that for the roughly 7.4 billion people on Earth, there is a house for every 5 of them, so about 1.48 billion houses. I'll also assume that the average distance between all these houses is 100 meters. In some places people live very close to each other. I'm also assuming Santa takes no time in climbing down your chimney, eating your cookies and pooping in your stocking, if you were a
What?
naughty kid.
What the
Now
fuck?
we can math. Taking advantage of time zones, Santa should have 24 hours to complete his Christmas Eve trip. 1.48 billion houses, 24 hours, 61,666,666.667 houses per hour equals 17,129.63 houses per second. 17,129.63 houses per second times 100 meters per house. Santa's average speed 1,172,962.96 miles per second. Now let's get into the
God.
interesting stuff. The speed of light is 300 million meters per second. So Santa is going at relativistic speeds. His momentum would be given by P equals gamma m_0 v, where m_0 is the Santa mobile's rest mass, v is its velocity, and gamma is the Lorentz factor of the equation. Santa has 8 reindeer that we'll assume each weighs about 180 kilograms, and the sleigh itself weighs about 900 kilograms.
Jeez.
We'll ignore the toys' weights because Santa's sack is a trans-dimensional portal leading to the 9th plane of torment, therefore the weight doesn't matter. So our
Weird.
total mass is 2,340 kilogram. With this we can find the momentum. P equals gamma 2,340 kilograms 1,172,962.96 meters per second equals 4.9 billion kilograms a star meter per second. To give you an idea of just how much
What? Why'd you cut off? Microsoft Anna appears to have had a stroke. Which is not, that doesn't really bode well for artificial intelligence. So So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this off. Okay, to give you of an idea of just how much momentum that is, it's the equivalent to 1,000 metric ton meteor moving at 4,000 miles per second. Per second, or close to 9,000 miles per hour. Santa Claus, what the fuck? Like, if it was real, we'd die. We'd all die. At the stroke of midnight, Santa Claus will rip across the planet, traveling exponentially faster than our fastest aircraft, hitting every single house equipped with a chimney, doing catastrophic damage resulting in the extinction of the human race. Let's say his reindeer, and his sled is roughly about 1 ton in weight. He would burst forth from the North Pole at several thousand miles per hour. Massive shockwaves that would probably result in the death of all of his elves. Those fucking poor elves, they would die instantly. There wouldn't even be a chance for them to see anything. It would just be a flash. And just, that would be it. It would be worse than a nuclear bomb. Nothing would remain. There would be nothing there. Santa is an apocalypse. I don't know if anybody actually realizes just how dangerous Santa Claus really would be compared to global nuclear war. Even compared to that, it's not even roughly equivalent. I mean, you wouldn't have radiation from Santa, I don't think, not unless his toy bag or whatever was spewing radiation like you'd probably expect it to if it was from the torment of whatever the fuck, the plane of torment. But yeah, every time he bites into a cookie, oh my god, like not only that, like just leaving a cookie, well, if there's even anything left, I can imagine that if he's traveling that fast, he can actually beat the shock waves as he gets into the chimney of one house, causing a massive explosion. He would bite into the cookie after he exited the chimney, drops the presents off. The presents wouldn't stop moving. They would go through the walls, probably through the ground. By the time he's done biting the cookie and throwing the presents out, he's already on the next house, or he's already moving towards the next house, right? I mean, at speeds like that, there's probably no chimney left in the current house anymore, so he'd be able to more quickly travel, maybe through a giant gaping hole, or something like that. I mean, he's traveling faster than the speed of light, so Santa Claus is pretty fucked up. So he's already moving into the next house. And he can actually hit every house, potentially, before the explosion actually gets to them. So it's just like a massive chain reaction. Just, you leave cookies out, anything, and it's just, there's no escape. Mutually assured Santa. I mean, is this really where we want consumerism to go? Because if we continue to let the oligarchs and the corporatocracy control America, then we will eventually get Santa Claus, and then there will be nothing left. Nothing left. Down with globalism. Alright, fuck it, I'm done with this.
I just wanted to say that I did not have a stroke.